Carlos Alcaraz is once again knocking on the door of French Open glory. The defending champion powered into his second consecutive Roland Garros final, though the victory came under unfortunate circumstances. The Spanish sensation was leading Lorenzo Musetti 4-6, 7-6, 7-3, 6-0, 2-0 when the Italian was forced to retire due to injury. It was a sudden, heartbreaking end to what had been a tightly contested battle, at least in the early stages. "It's never fair. I want to win but not like this," said Alcaraz, his words echoing through court. Philippe Chatrier as applause turned to quiet sympathy. Musetti, who had dreams of reaching his first Grand Slam final, was clearly in distress. His movement had slowed noticeably, his footwork lacked the usual finesse, and by the end of the third set, it was evident that something was wrong. The eighth seed received treatment on his left thigh, but despite pushing on into the fourth set, the pain was becoming unbearable. "When I was serving I started losing a bit of strength on the left leg and it was getting worse and worse," Musetti explained post-match. "It was the right decision to make, but not what I wanted." For the fans who had gathered in hopes of witnessing a classic, it was a bittersweet moment. The first two sets delivered drama, grit, and beautiful clay court tennis. Musetti took the opener, using his elegant one-handed backhand and clever angles to trouble Alcaraz. Alcaraz, however, responded like a champion. In the second set, he raised his level. He injected pace, unleashed blistering forehands, and took control of rallies. The tiebreaker was a show of authority. Alcaraz barely missed a ball. Once the scoreboard read 1-all, the dynamic of the match changed completely. Alcaraz smelled blood, and Musetti's thigh issue began to surface more clearly. In the third set, it wasn't just about tactics, it was about survival. Musetti couldn't sprint, couldn't dig into the red clay for those deep returns, couldn't generate the torque needed for his heavy topspin. Alcaraz, ever the relentless competitor, capitalized swiftly. He went into overdrive, winning the third set 6-0 in a blur. The fourth set barely had a chance to develop. At 2-0, Musetti turned to his team with a look of resignation. A gesture was made, and the umpire was notified. The match was over. As Alcaraz approached the net, his reaction was genuine. He didn't celebrate wildly. He didn't pump his fists. He simply acknowledged Musetti with a nod of respect and understanding. The crowd gave a warm ovation to both players, Musetti for his courage, and Alcaraz for his composure and class. This wasn't how the young Spaniard envisioned reaching the final, but he's now just one step away from defending his title. At 22 years old, Alcaraz continues to prove why he's considered one of the brightest stars in the game. His clay court form in 2025 has been near flawless, and his ability to adjust mid-match is elite. This run to the final only strengthens his reputation as the future, and very much the present, of men's tennis. Musetti, despite the loss, can take pride in his journey to the semifinals. He showcased his full skill set throughout the tournament and proved he can hang with the best. His flowing backhand, quick reflexes, and smart shot selection will win him many more matches, and perhaps, one day, a slam final of his own. But for now, the spotlight shifts back to Alcaraz. His consistency on clay, his stamina, and his tactical awareness are drawing comparisons to the greatest to ever play on this surface. And with Novak Djokovic or Jannik Sinner awaiting in the final, the stage is perfectly set for another monumental clash. The final could be a continuation of the generational shift. If it's Djokovic, it's a repeat of their epic battles in recent years. If it's Sinner, it's a showdown between two stars born after 2000, shaping the future of the sport. Alcaraz knows what it takes to win on this stage. Last year's triumph proved that. But defending a title comes with pressure. He'll need every ounce of focus, every point of strategy, and every drop of energy to lift the Coupe des Mousquetaires once more. He's already earned the respect of legends. Now, he's fighting to become one. One match left. One dream alive. Carlos Alcaraz, once again, is within touching distance of French Open immortality.